Okay, here we've got R2-D2 first version on a 12-back C card from 1978. It's a US card, Kenner, and this is the solid dome R2-D2. So throughout the vintage line there was 3 versions of R2-D2. This is the original, the most desired. It's the solid dome. Then you had the center scope version, which is the least desired, and then the power of the force pop-up lightsaber version, which is, after this version, the second most desired. This is the first image it had on this card, and then when they moved to the center scope version, they changed the image, and that was on the Empire Strikes Back cards. So R2 was quite easy to find back in the, say, 10-15 years ago. It's getting a bit more pricey these days, and you know, 12 backs are just getting a bit hot at the moment, especially the Luke Skywalker and the Darth Vader, the Han Solos, but even the R2-D2 is bringing in quite a lot of money these days. Probably the easiest one to find is C-3PO, maybe the Cloth Cape Jawa, Death Squad Commander maybe as well. There's 2 versions of the R2. There's this one with the sort of lighter blue tints to the helmet dome, and then there's one with a darker blue tone to it, and there's the darker blue one that's more, brings in a slightly more money. What else can I say? It has the Kenner LP on at the logo just there. That means long play toy, and most likely to get this, you're going to get this on an Empire Strikes Back card, and it was only like towards the end of the Empire Strikes Back run that they changed to the center scope R2-D2. Very nice. Has its name written, spelt out, ARTOO, and then dash D2, DETTOO, and then so it's spelt phonetically, and then R2-D2 in brackets. The right price area, which is you find on 12-back cards, and Luke and Leia holding the lightsaber there. So this is a really nice item. Card gets 80, bubble 80, figure 85. Overall it's an 80 near mint, and it's a C card. And then if you look at the 12-back at the back, you can see the original 12 figures painted. The lightsaber, because that tip's been extended there, that's why it's a C card. They've made it a bit longer, and you've got the offer there for the Action Collector's stand, and that ended May the 1st, 1979, and you've got just descriptions at the top of the original 12 figures, and you know, it says Jawa with shining eyes and laser gun, R2-D2 with movable legs and head that clicks. So that was the feature of that figure back in the day. I mean, throughout the line, vintage line, all R2s, their heads clicked. I've got a nice R2 on a Glasslighty card, if you want to check that out. That's a droids version, so that's from Brazil. I've got a really nice center scope R2-D2 on a Return of Jedi, but it's card, US 77 back, but it's good grades. It's 85, 85, 85. And that was very cheap. This one, not so cheap, as it's a 12-back. Nice condition, you know. The figure looks pretty white. The bubble is very clear. This whole thing just looks really nice. So you've got R2-D2, the original R2-D2. Let's see if I can show you the actual figure without it going out of focus. So that's the first edition of R2-D2, with the solid dome. And you can see he's got a little red eye as well as a bigger blue eye, and the sticker for the body. Classic figure. No third leg, but this is such a classic, and if you want one, you're going to pay big money for this nowadays. Get a Star Wars one on 12-back, 20 and 21-back, but they're all pretty much expensive these days. Most of these are in the US, so you know, probably cheaper if you get one in the UK, if you can. This image is classic. It appears on early Empire Strikes Back cards as well, that image. 32 backs, maybe early 41 backs as well, but then it switches to the sensor scope version. But this is one of the first. Nice figure. R2-D2 12 back, and there's the back again. Sweet item, looks sweet, what can you say? The dog's bees, as they say. So time to say goodbye, beep doop, to R2-D2. Cheers.